Morning, everybody. Jeff Koppel, Realtor, General Contractor again. If you notice, I got my hat on backwards today, and I always wear my hat backwards when I'm talking to you as a Realtor and a contractor. So today I thought what I would talk about something that I see come up on an inspection report a lot. A lot of times, the inspector will identify a leaky hose bib, and that's basically the hose faucet that's on the exterior of the house. And a lot of times what they'll do is they'll call that out as they're leaking. So I thought what I would do is show you exactly what that thing looks like. So here's an example of one that I picked up at the hardware store. And these come in various lengths. This one would probably be used in a home that has brick facade and then a 6-inch 2x6 exterior wall studs in the wall. So this one's pretty long. And normally when they're set in the house, they're set at a slight down angle like this. And the reason for that is because the valve is clear back here. And when you shut it off, they want all the water to run out of it. So basically, this whole part of the fixture is inside the insulated wall, and it's getting heat in the wintertime. And another advantage of these, say if water does get trapped in here because it's not downhill enough, if the water freezes and splits here, because the shutoff valve's clear back here, it won't actually leak until you open it up in the spring, which telltale sign that it's split here is if you have a brick house and you turn this on and connect the garden hose, get some back pressure on it. If you see water weeping out of the weep holes of the brick or interior to the house, it means you've got a split in here somewhere and it would need to be replaced. So what I thought I would do is take this apart and show you the insides of it. I've already got it loosened up, so we'll go ahead and open it up here. And just basically keep unscrewing it. And what I'm doing, this is a main water shutoff repair if you had to take it apart. So here's the insides of it. So a lot of times, here's the actual gaskets that are down at the valve shutoff end. Now this is a frost-free faucet. I mean, a anti-siphon faucet. And a lot of times when you first turn them on, you'll get water that'll come out of here until back pressure gets sufficient. But what this is an air valve. And so when you shut it off, basically it doesn't suck water back from the garden hose into the water supply of the house. So, okay, we can see normally when you have a leak, there's a couple things that can happen. So I'll show you. Okay, here's the gasket that's on the end of that frost-free faucet. A lot of times, if you haven't opened this for a while, this little black rubber will get brittle in the hard water of Texas. And so when you go to open this up, it'll rip. It'll rip this. So a lot of times a faucet that didn't leak before will leak after an inspection because this little gasket is ripped. Now this little 5-cent gasket, or after COVID, maybe a 30-cent gasket now. But this little gasket is super easy to replace. You just have to turn off the main supply water to the house and you take it apart just like I just did. So, and then there's another gasket up here, and this basically gets tightened down against the housing here on the end, and that keeps it from leaking around the stem of the faucet. So another thing that can happen is if you haven't opened the faucet in a while, a lot of times what can happen is a bunch of silt and everything can get, basically, especially if it's at the end of the water system in your house, a lot of silt can get built up on the backside of the valve. If we look at it, here's the backside of the valve looking down the tube itself. So all kinds of silt can get built up in here. And so when you open it up, some of that silt gets forced through, but not all of it. So you may get a little bit of silt on the seat on the backside here. So if you have a leak, one thing to try is to, open this up wide open and see if you can flush that silt out, because it may just be that you got dirt in there and may not have ripped the Scylla gasket. So anyway, that's the basic, basic parts of a frost-free faucet. These are fantastic. I mean, these are really great, especially in cold climates. Like I said, everything up north has got one of these, because in a cold climate we've got a lot of freeze and thaw cycles. If you don't have one of those, you'd be fixing broken pipes every spring. So anyway, I hope this has helped you guys, and you guys learned a little bit something today. So if a leaky hose bib gets called out on an inspection report, that's the fix. Basically, it's either a little gasket, or you just got a lot of sediment build up, and eventually it'll flush out with several on and off operations of the faucet itself. So anyway, hope you guys got something out of this video today, and I'm always looking for ideas for new videos. You can send me an email at jeffkoppel@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. And if you need a realtor to help you buy or sell a home that has a lot of construction background, I'd be happy to talk to you as well. And you can send me an email at jeffkoppel@gmail.com as well. Thanks for watching today, and we'll see you on the next one.